I think one player who'd probably be good in the Premier League and in the Champions League is a certain Bruno Fernandes, voted Football Writers' Footballer of the Year. I just want to read out a post that I saw on X yesterday. I was one of 4.5 people who read this post. With respect to my colleagues in the football writing industry, I am stunned, that's right, stunned, that Bruno Fernandes has been named FWA Footballer of the Year instead of Declan Rice. Rice has literally won more matches this season, open brackets 35, close brackets, than Fernandes has even played, open brackets 34, close brackets. Post? Who did you all vote for then? I can guess.
Yeah. How long have you got for this particular segment? I mean, yeah, funnily enough, Dharmesh, United fans disagree with my assessment and Arsenal fans agree. Who could have possibly foreseen that? I mean, what I should say, I think, to start is obviously I'm not suggesting that my opinion is that Bruno Fernandes is anything but an exceptional player, and he's had an exceptional sort of time under Michael Carrick. You see the assist record, that could very well be his by the end of the season. I just think when I was looking at the Footballer of the Year award, which is not a Premier League specific award, I'm very surprised that my esteemed colleagues, including perhaps people on this very panel, Dharmesh, would rate Bruno Fernandes' appearances and performances so highly compared to someone like Declan Rice. And I certainly don't think Rice was the only good candidate. I think there are a number of Arsenal players and also City players, Bernardo Silva, for example, Ryan Cherki, Semenyo, Haaland, all of whom had really good shouts for this award. But I look at it and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I recall, United had a dreadful start to the season, which resulted in their manager getting sacked. And one of the main talking points in the first half of the campaign was that Bruno Fernandes was struggling playing in the wrong position. So effectively, he's had half a season when he's been really good. And he has been really good. But as Ria touched on before, the context within which he is operating and the physical demands which he has had to play in are totally different to what Arsenal players such as Rice have had to operate with. And Rice has been under the highest pressure, competing for the highest trophies, all campaign, 3 times a week, playing 50 games plus, winning, as I said in that tweet, winning more matches than Bruno has even played until this weekend. That will again hopefully change from Arsenal's point of view this afternoon. And I just think in terms of an achievement as an individual footballer, he has done so much more under such greater pressure than Bruno Fernandes.
The Football Writers' Player of the Year.
Correct.
It'll be interesting to see the Players' Player of the Year, because that's the one, as you've always said, Andy, when your fellow professionals vote you the best, you know you are. This reminds me of the ludicrous decision these guys made in 1999 when Manchester United won a treble and David Ginola was named as the Player of the Year, and the year that Scott Parker at West Ham was named Player of the Year and Hammers went down. Listen, he may or may not have had a good season. I haven't seen enough of him.
He's had a really good season.
But do you remind me what United have won?
No, I know.
Nothing.
I know.
And Declan Rice is on the cusp of an historic double.
I can't argue with the shout of Declan Rice. As you were about to talk, I was thinking at the teams that are there, Man City. I thought, is there anyone in Man City that's had such a brilliant season? No. Arsenal. Declan Rice has been their standout footballer.
Played virtually every minute of their season.
And then I look back, Aston Villa, anybody there?
David Raya.
David Raya, yeah.
You're not a contender.
You're not giving it a goalie. Come on, you can't give it to a goalie who wins the league. He's probably had about 2 saves a game.
Well, you can give it to a keeper because he's made, as you well know yourself, you've said many times down the years, that's as good as a goal. When a keeper makes a save of outstanding quality.
He doesn't have to make many.
For me, head and shoulders, Declan Rice.
I wouldn't disagree with that. And I think it is going to be fascinating for me what the footballers do and who they vote for. Because that's when it matters. They play against these guys week in, week out. And it will be interesting. Declan Rice must be right in there. He has to be.